Opinion: Mick Schumacher already has limited options in F1 with a few bridges burnt. Mick Schumacher's name carries a certain weight in F1 circles, but that seemingly counts for nothing for two teams in the sport, further hampering his chances of returning to the grid in 2024. It was never going to be an easy ride for Schumacher, following in the footsteps of his famous father with expectations extremely high. He was more than deserving of his chance with Haas when they gave him a 2-year contract, having won titles in F3 and F2. But every mistake from the young German driver was going to be under the microscope, and there were too many from Haas' point of view to give Schumacher a new deal for the 2023 season. It proved to be the first real setback in Schumacher's young motorsport career, as H has been forced to watch from the sidelines at Mercedes as a reserve driver. And chances are few and far between for 2024 and beyond for Schumacher to get back on the grid. As long as Günther Steiner remains in charge at Haas, it's hard to see how Schumacher would ever be given another chance with the American-based team. But Haas aren't the only team Schumacher will likely have to rule out on trying to push for a seat. Red Bull chief Helmut Marko has taken a few surprise digs at the 24-year-old over the past several months. Sergio Perez's uncertain future has thrown up several questions on who Red Bull could look at replacing the Mexican. Schumacher moving to Red Bull would be a huge shock for obvious reasons, but even more so given Marko's apparent contempt for the German. Ralf Schumacher stated earlier this summer that Perez's days were numbered at Red Bull, and Marko retaliated, laughing as he said, "Hopefully he didn't mean that Mick Schumacher would have to replace him. AlphaTauri would be a more realistic chance for Schumacher, as both seats are currently available for 2024. But Marko appeared to rule out that possibility as well in a brutal snub of Schumacher's driving ability. He said, "Our program is based on performance, not on marketing." With 3 F1 teams seemingly out of the running for Schumacher, he faces a difficult route back into the sport. Those competing at the front are unlikely to take a chance on Schumacher too, given how hit and miss his first stint in the sport was. Williams or Alfa Romeo may be his only chance at driving in F1 next year, with Logan Sargent and Guan Yu Zhou's future yet to be resolved. If he misses out on a seat for another year, Schumacher will undoubtedly question whether he'll ever get a second chance in F1.